Okay, so did you go through the level 2 questions at least, like just had a look, tried solving the first few, or not yet?
Ma'am, last year ma'am gave us only two sums were missed. She didn't tell us to do the whole thing.
Oh, okay, she did not tell you to do the whole thing. Okay, okay.
Yeah, she just gave us five one 2.11 and 2.9, 3.9.
Okay, 11 and
Sorry, 2.9, 2.9, not 3.9.
okay. Okay, so only these two questions as homework. Okay. Okay, so then have you solved these two questions?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We had to submit it yesterday.
Acha, okay. Okay, in
Yes,
the
ma'am.
half an hour part. ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so what she has told me is that you're supposed to solve all questions from level 2 as homework. So, uh, how many questions are there? Let me just check. Okay, there are 47 questions. Uh, okay, let's see how many we can do in class. Then based on that, I'll edit your homework. Not an issue. Okay, so first question is the cost of 2 pencils and 3 erasers is 9. Okay, direct question. I think we'll skip that. Okay, we'll do the second part. So form pair of linear equations in the following problems and find the solutions graphically. Okay, so the first part is 10 students of class 10 took part in maths quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. Okay. Okay, so what I can do is all of you can, I mean, I won't say that keep your audio on in case if you have issues or anything, but I think the chat option should be open for everybody, right? No issues with the chat box. So can all of you quickly form the linear equation and tell me what it would be? 3.2.2 first part. We are doing this question. This question, this part. Okay, I have got an answer from Netri. What about the others? Divya, you can give me the direct answer. So I am asking for the linear equation. What would that be? Okay, yes, Raghav, yeah. Neki, first equation is correct. Second equation, try again. Okay, so you all have solved it direct.
Ma'am, if I take 4x,
Neki, you just need to read the question again. Is it 4 times or is it 4 more than?
Oh, sorry.
Ha. Okay. Ha. Yes, Divya. Now you've given me the correct answer. Okay. Yes. Jasmine. Yes. Ritvik. Ha. Yes. Correct. Elena. Yes, you're right. Raghav. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes, Aditya. Aditya Mundra. Yes. And okay, Puneet, you solved it also. Okay, fine. Mansi, slight modification. If you are
Ma'am,
writing,
do we also have to do the second part of the question?
yes. So once we finish the first part, discussing the first part, I will ask you to submit the answers for second part. Yes. Mansi, yeah, Mansi, if you write the equation like that, it would be little uh, misleading, right? So if you are adding the 4 in the same part, you need to make both the variables same.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Huh. Sarah, okay, how did you get that? I'm not sure. That is not correct. Sarah, check your answer once again. Okay, Raghav also calculated it. Okay, fine, cool. So since I have got the answer from most of you, I will. Yes, Aditya, you had any question?
No, miss.
Okay, so this was a simple, straightforward one, right? Number of students in the class is given as 10, right? So suppose if you take, okay, Jasmine also solved it. Okay, okay. So whenever they just say form a linear equation, right? I'll tell you where you need to stop. So form a linear equation. If your question is this, you can either just write the two equations and leave it at that, right? Or if you are able to arrive at one common equation using these two, that should also be fine, right? You can stop at that. You don't need to solve ahead. Okay, so number of students is 10. If you take number of boys as x and number of girls as y, you arrive at two equations. One is x plus y is equal to 10, right? Total number of students is 10. And the other one would be that um, number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. Okay. Yeah, like I think one of you made a mistake here. 4 more than means 4 plus something. 4 times means 4 into something, right? Be careful with those wordings. Okay, so number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. So y is equal to x plus 4, right? So if you are going to substitute this equation in this, you will arrive at x plus 4 equals to 10, or basically 2x plus 4 is equal to 10, right? So if you are writing this as your final answer also is okay, or if you're writing these two also is okay. Okay, yes. So yeah, for formation you can stop here, you don't need to solve ahead, right? Okay. Okay, now coming to the second part. 5 pencils and 7 pens together cost rupees 50, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens cost 46. Find the cost of one pencil and that of one pen. So this time they have asked you to solve and get the answer. So what you can answer here is you can directly tell me the cost of one pencil and one pen in the chat. Okay, yes, so I've got an answer from Puneet. Okay, I let me check what is the correct answer. Divya, cost of pencil is correct. Pen, can you check again? Oh, one thing I'm sorry I did not read in this question is they are asking you to find the solution graphically. Okay, I did not read that, so I just completely skipped that part. Yeah, if they are asking you to find the solution graphically, you can plot this line on the graph, right? Or in this case, you will need both these two lines to get the solution, right? Then you need to plot these two on the graph, and wherever they intersect would be your solution. Yes, Divya, pen is rupees. Yep, correct now. Aditya, yes, your answer is correct. Okay, I'm waiting for answers from the rest of you. Yes, Yasmin, correct answer. Yes, Selena. Yes, Anirban, yes, correct. Sarah, yes, you're right. Okay, yep. Oh, no problem, Vasudha. So we are discussing questions from level 2. We just started, right? Few minutes back. So the first question we are discussing is 3.2.2. We finished the first part. We are on the second part of that question. Okay. So yes, I am assuming the others who did not submit your answers know how to solve this, right? So this definitely is okay. Okay, Nikki X is pencil.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then it is correct. Yes, your answer is correct. So yes, you get these two equations from the question itself, right? Pretty straightforward. And since they have asked you to solve it graphically, you can plot the graph for these two lines, right? And wherever they intersect, you will get your answer, right? Maybe something like this. Okay. So are all of you comfortable with plotting graph, right? From equation to graph, you know how to do it, I hope.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you tell me the
Yes, ma'am.
answer? I'm not getting the right answer.
Yes, okay. So your answer is going to be cost of X is pencil is 3 and pen is rupees 5. This is your answer.
Thank you.
Huh. Okay, so in case anybody is still having confusion on how to plot the graph when you're given these equations, all you need to do is you need to assume any arbitrary values, right? I'll show you using the first equation, right? So if it is 5x plus 7y is equal to 50, you draw a table like this, and you take at least 3 points, right? To be on the safe side. Two should also be sufficient, but at least three is definitely your answer will be correct, or the line you're drawing is correct, right? So three should be good enough, right? You start taking random values. So if I take x as 0, which means y value, you solve it like this, and whatever you get the y value as, you write it here. So x is 0, so y would be 50 by 7, right? Similarly, if I am taking it as 0, x would be 10, right? Like that. You can take suitable values, like which you can divide or things like that, right? Or if you get integer values preferably. Okay, because 50 by 7 gets difficult to plot on the graph, so you can take um, values which are integer type. For if I were to take something like that, um, yeah,
We could have taken 3 and 5 itself.
3 and 5. Okay, if you take 3 x as 3, you get uh, 15 plus 7y is 50. So yeah, you get 35, right? Yep. So if you take this as 3, you'll get this as 5. Another value you could take would be x as, huh, okay. Okay, if you do, yeah, so on. You can take integer values and then plot it on the graph. You'll get the required line. I think in this case it looks something like this. The line is something like this. Okay, coming back to our questions. 3.2.3, there is something missing in the question, which is why I think if you might have tried to solve it, you might not be able to. They have forgotten to tell you the total amount here, right? Okay, so let's read the question. I'll tell you what part is missing exactly here. Yes, tell me.
And book also the numbers are missing.
Yes, definitely in the book itself. So this is what is being printed and given to you as the book, right? So yeah, in the book itself, the number is missing. Okay, so there is this girl, Akhila. She went to a fair in her village. She wanted to enjoy the rides on the giant wheel and uh, play hoopla. Okay, they've explained the whole game here. So if each ride costs rupees 3 and a game of hoopla costs rupees 4, represent the situation algebraically and graphically. Okay, geometrically. So what they have missed here is here. Cost rupees 4, and they had to tell you how much she had with her, right? So let me write it in the, I can't fit it here. So the part after a game of hoopla, you can take this down if you have space in the workbook itself, write it there, or write it in your notebook or wherever you are going to be referring to. You can just add this there. And a game of hoopla costs rupees 4. So after that, you need to find this. How would find the number of rides she had and how many times she played hoopla, provided okay. So this is the missing information.
Ma'am, we also have that each ride cost 3.
So that is there in the question itself, right? So this part is missing in the question.
Yep.
So just note this down. Missing info. Okay, so if you have noted it down, you can solve and you can tell me the equation. I mean, yeah, you don't need to tell me the answer. Just the equation should be sufficient. So algebraically and geometrically means or graphically means you need to write the equations, the two equations you get and plot them on the graph. That's what algebraically would be the equations. And geometric or graphic.
So we just have to form the equation or we have to find x and y? Like we have to find how many times she played.
Mm, how would you find the number of rides she had and how many times she played hoopla? Okay, here they are asking how would you find, right? So if you just represent it should be sufficient. Nikki, you were saying something, I couldn't hear you.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am,
Divya, tell me.
ma'am, like, do we have to send the coordinates in the chat?
Yes, so not the coordinates, you need to tell me just the equations which you get.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, so here the question, because it says how would you, right? How would you find? They just want you, they're just asking you, like, how would you find, like, which method would you use? So they don't want the final answer here, which means if you just write the two equations and plot them on the graph is sufficient, which is actually the entire solution, but yeah.
Ma'am, I'm able to form only one equation.
Okay, let me come back to the question. Okay, if each okay, again they have missed something in the question. Very nice. This is a really weird question. Okay, yeah, so I don't think you will get two equations. So the part, like, from the part where they got the second equation, they have not given the information in the question itself.
Yes, miss, I'm also getting one question.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Let me check if something is still incomplete here or whether.
Ma'am, I don't think you have to find two equations. You have to find one equation, right? We don't have to solve it. That's why they've only given us one equation. If they wanted us to solve it, it'll be two equations, right?
Ma'am, actually, in our school, there was a similar question.
Okay.
So on giant wheel, I am getting the answer by solving the question 4 and 2.
Yeah, here is the correct question. So the question itself, there was more part missing in the question. Thank you for noticing, Neki, and who else solved and got one equation, right? Yes, thank you, Mansi. Thank you. So Mansi has posted the question in the chat box. Yes. So there is quite a few information missing. I would suggest please just note down the entire question itself. I'll keep this like I'll display my screen for 2-3 minutes. Just take it down. So this information was missing, that the number of times she played hoopla is half the number of rides she had on the giant wheel. That was also missing.
Ma'am, you can just copy paste it.
Sorry. Copy pasted where?
On the screen whiteboard.
I can, but I mean, um, I did not get it. Like, you want me to copy paste it for any reason, or?
No, in the chat you can directly write, so you can continue it.
Okay, like that. Yes, yes. Okay, so now I think you should be able to get two equations, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, sorry, I did not see the chat box that time. Most of you have answered, right? Elena, Raghav, Mansi, Aditya, Neki. Yes, yes, you're right. Aditya, I need to check your answer. I'm not sure if it is correct. Yeah, check your second equation once. I'm not sure how you got that. Yes, Divya, your answer is correct. Okay, how are you getting? Okay, Jasmine also got the same answer as Aditya. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm not really sure if you get that as your answer. Do you? Okay, if each
No,
right,
ma'am, it's 4 and 2.
if each right costs rupees 3. Okay. Okay, correct, fine. Got it. Yeah, Jasmine, Aditya, yeah, your answers are correct. Cool. Vasudha, okay, yeah, you were not here that time, right? So Vasudha, you can add or you can type in the answer here itself, right? So that even I know that you got it or not. Okay. Yes, Sarah. Sarah, have you sent the other equation before? Is it? I got only one.
Ma'am, I got disconnected. I'll send it again.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Mansi. Yes, correct. The first one is correct. Second one also is correct. Okay, Alina, you solved the complete thing. Okay, I have to check. Let me check. I'm not sure what the answer is. Correct. The answer is correct. Yeah. So basically, you will get from here. I will just write it here itself, right? From here. So suppose if you are taking ride as x, number of rides as x, and number of times she played. Yes, Vasudha. Correct. Number of times she played hoopla as y. You get your first equation to be 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. Correct? So this is this one, right? And for this sentence, which is, let me mark it in green. For this sentence, you would get, so we have hoopla as y, right? So y is equal to half the number of rides, x by 2, right? Okay. And rearranging, yeah. So most of you rearranged it like this and told me, right? Yeah. This is also correct. Yes, correct, Sarah. Yes. So now you just need to plot these two lines on the graph, right? And yeah, however it turns out. Okay. Chalo, let's go ahead to the other question. I hope you have copied the question. If you haven't copied, you can take a screenshot of this your screen itself by pressing Windows and print screen. Yeah. If you press Windows and print screen, the entire page will be saved in your desktop or laptop. Okay. Yes, Mansi, that is the correct answer. ठीक है. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, fourth question is also similar, where you just need to plot the graph and find the vertices of, if you plot the three, if you plot the two lines and you need to find the coordinates with the x-axis, right? So if you will end up with a triangle and you just need to find those coordinates. Okay, same for fourth and fifth question are the same, just axis is interchanged, right? Okay, so I'm skipping that. Okay. Okay. Sixth one is where you need to find whether equations are consistent or not. Okay, so my question would be, how do you find if equations are consistent or not? What do you check for?
Miss, if that the coefficients a1, a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and is equal to c1 by c2, then
Correct.
they're
Yes.
coincided.
Yes. Correct. So I think it is there here, right? Your chapter notes. Yes. So this is what Puneet was referring to, right? So you just need to compare the ratios of the coefficients of the variables, right? So if the ratio is not equal, it is consistent, correct? So if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, okay, where did my, yeah, so what are you going to check here would be just this. I am writing it here. A1 by a2 is equal. So if it is not equal, which means they are consistent, right? Okay, so if they are consistent, you need to solve them. Okay, so this would be your first step, and if yes, you need to find x and y. Basically, that's what solve them means, right? Okay, so I think you will be able to do this on your own. Let me go ahead to
Yes.
sorry, somebody was saying something I couldn't hear.
No, I just said yes.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay. Determine graphically, yeah, again this is the same as 3.2.4, 5 and 7, all three are same questions, right? Okay. This is an interesting question. Let's do the eighth one. Find A if the line 3x plus ay is equal to 8 passes through the intersection of lines represented by the equations 3x minus 2y is equal to 10 and okay. Okay. Um, 3x minus 2y is equal to 10 and the other equation would be 5x plus y is equal to 8. Okay. So when I
Can you
say,
show the question?
yes, sure. The eighth one.
Okay.
Okay, so when I say that, when I talk about intersection of these lines, or if I say a point is passing through both these lines, what does it mean?
The solution of this will be applicable in the first equation as well.
Yes, correct. Okay, so basically when I say that a point passes through two lines, which means that, okay, so if I take my point as p comma q in this case, right? If I say p comma q passes through both these lines, or in this case as is written that, yeah, passes through the intersection of lines, right? It means it satisfies both the equations. And if it satisfies both the equations, it is basically a solution, right? The solution of the pair of linear equations, correct? Okay, Puneet, you have sent me the answer. I will have to check what is the answer. Let me check and get back to you. Give me just 1 minute. Okay. Yes, so basically, this is the meaning of the second part of the question, right? So all you need to do is solve these two equations by any method, since they are not specified here. You can use whichever method you are comfortable with solving: cross multiplication, substitution, elimination, any of the three, right? And get the value, or get the solution, basically the value of x comma y, right? Okay.
Ma'am, even I have sent you the answer.
Okay, so you've given me the answer as okay. Just let me check 1 minute. Yes, A value is correct. Yes, awesome. Okay, so yeah, Jasmine, Aditya, Neki, Puneet, Divya, Alina, yes, all of you got the correct answer. So I hope you all have solved it. Huh? I mean, I hope you're not just.
Just 2 minutes. Man, just 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay, so this is your first step of getting the values of x and y, and we still have one more step to go, which is you need to substitute the value of x and y in this equation. 3x plus ay is equal to 8, right? Whatever values you get here, substitute it in this equation. 3x plus ay is equal to 8, correct, right? Yeah, and then you will get your value of a as something. Yes, Raghav. So generally from this chapter you will mostly be asked word problems or problems like these which are confusing to understand, right? So just get the wordings of the questions clear at this point itself. Yes, Ritvik, correct answer. Okay, shall we go on to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, so we did the eighth one. Okay. Solve the following pair of linear equation by substitution and cross multiplication. A straightforward question. Okay. 3.2.10 also I am skipping because we did 2-3 of the same type, right? It is the same format as this Akila question or as 3.2.2, right? You've been given information, right? And you will get two equations and you just need to solve them and get your answer. Okay, I'm skipping it. Let's go on to more difficult ones. Okay, this is your ninth grade maths concepts are involved in the 12th one, right? ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Find the angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Can anybody tell me which property we'll use here?
Ma'am, opposite
Opposite
angles are
Opposite
angles is equal
angles
to
supplementary.
equal to
180
The
degree.
sum
180.
of opposite angles is equal to 180 degree.
Okay, very good. Very good. So I think everybody knows and is up to date with 9th standard math as well, right? So opposite sum of opposite angles is 180. This is the property you're going to make use of in this question. Yeah, so this is the only catch in this question. Once you know this, it becomes a very basic question to solve, right? Okay, ठीक है. Let's see the 13th one. Okay. Okay, interesting. Let's try the 13th one. So they've given you the cost of 4 pens and 4 pencil boxes as 100. So 3 times the cost of a pen is 15 more than the cost of a pencil box. You need to form the linear equations and find the cost of a pen and pencil box. So for this question, you can directly give me the answer for the cost of a pen and pencil box.
So, and do we have to find x and y?
Yes, you need to find x and y. Okay, Divya has answered, Puneet has answered. Okay. Puneet, here they have just said find the cost of a pen and pencil box. If they would have asked total
No.
cost, you could have
Okay.
given that second one. So individual
Okay.
is enough here. Yes, Divya, Puneet, Aditya, and Neki, your answers are correct. Raghav, yes, your answer is also correct. Okay. Yes, Elena, Jasmine, correct answers. Only y'all are answering. I hope the others are there in class. I hope y'all are not asleep or something, huh? And if you are stuck somewhere, you can tell me anytime. I'll solve the question here, okay? Not an issue. Okay, huh? Yes, Vasudha, correct. So the only point where you might have difficulty is in this equation, which is why I did not write it. I wanted you to solve. Okay. Huh? Yes, Ritvik, correct. Pencil box, huh? Just add box in your answer. I hope you've written that.
Oh,
Yes, Anirban, correct. Right? So the only part where you might face a difficulty is understanding is in the second line, right? Which is 3 times the cost of a pen is 15 more than the cost of a pencil box, right? Which means 3 times if you take pen as a pen box as X, let's say, and pencil box as Y. Okay, so 3 times the cost of a pen, which is 3x, right, is 15 more than the cost of a pencil box, which means it is 15 more would be you will add 15 to the pencil box, right, which means it will be y plus 15. This is your second equation. Don't make the mistake of adding 3x plus 15 is equal to y. This equation translates to that pencil box is uh, 3 times the cost of a pen and 15 more than that. Like, so if we've given you information in terms of the pencil box, then this would be the correct answer. But in this case, you have been given information that the pen is uh, 15 more than the cost of a pencil box. So wherever you see more than the cost of something, add it to that itself. Okay. Yes, Mansi, correct. Okay, rest is solvable. Let's go. Okay, 14th also I'm skipping there, just linear equations. Okay, let me not skip. Wait. I'll do one because they are given in all A and B. Right? There are no numbers here. Let's do one. The first one we'll do together. Okay. So solve for x and y by substitution method. Okay, and you have two equations which are x plus y is equal to a minus a. Is that correct? Yeah, it should be a minus b. Sorry. X plus y is equal to a minus b. And ax minus bt is equal to, okay, there is a typo everywhere. Okay. Okay, so these are your two equations. I think there are a few typos here, so you can correct them. This should be a minus b. If it is a minus a, it would become 0, right? That will change your whole question. This is not t, this is y. Ax minus by is equal to a square plus b square, right? The other equations look okay to me. Yeah, okay. Okay, so substitution basically means you need to substitute the value of any one variable of your choice in the other one. So let's say if you take this one and if I'm saying x is equal to a minus b minus y, right? So I substitute this value here, which means this will become a minus b minus y minus by is equal to a square plus b square, correct? Or a square minus ab minus ay minus by is equal to a square plus b square. Signs are same on both sides. I can cancel these two, correct? Okay, so what am I left with? I'm left with minus. I can take okay. Should I take b that side or
Ma'am, for which one?
we are doing this question, Puneet. 3.2.14, the first one. I'll write it here.
No, ma'am, no.
So,
I'm
ma'am, we
asking like,
can't solve it any further, right?
No, why? You need to find, you need to get value of y, right? So I can take y common here. This will become a minus b. This will become b square. So I'm left with minus y a minus b is equal to b square plus ab, correct? Uh, or y would be b square plus ab whole minus. Right? Can you simplify this further? I'm not sure. Can
no.
okay. So this would be y, and then you for x you put it back here. You put back the value of y in this. X is equal to a minus b minus y, and you get a minus b minus so plus b square plus ab. Okay. Oh, I forgot the. Okay, is anybody getting a different answer? I'm not really sure if this is correct.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm getting x as a square plus ab divided by a plus b.
A plus B. Okay. Okay, they've taken, let me try that. They've taken, instead of in terms of x, they've taken it in terms of y. Then what happens?
Which y I'm getting the same.
A minus B, and you have ax minus by equal to a square plus b square, right? So now if I suppose I take in terms of y, should ideally come the
Oh,
same.
wait, ma'am, wait. I think I did it.
Ma'am, I got x and y both the same as yours.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, I suppose I did for another question. Yeah, ma'am. I'm getting a square plus 2b square plus ab divided by minus b.
Okay. No, I'm just checking. They've actually given a simple answer as the solution. I'm wondering how did they get that. So let me try to do what they've done. Y is equal to, okay, a minus b minus x. Okay, and then I substitute that here. So it becomes ax minus a minus b minus x, which is equal to a square plus b square. Or maybe they didn't cancel out that a square. Maybe that's why. Let's see. Okay, a plus b common x, a square plus b square plus ab minus b square. Okay. Oh, okay. So they took b common here, b plus ab. No, b plus a. But how did it change to a plus b? Yeah, I made a mistake. I made a sign mistake. Wait. I got it. Here I took y common, so it should be plus, right? If I've taken minus y common. So this would be a plus b. This would be b square, right? Yeah. So be a plus b. And then instead of writing my final answer here, yeah, I got it how they got it simple. b plus a by a plus b, correct? Which gives me y is equal to minus b. So this entire x part can be omitted. There is something wrong, terribly wrong. Just a second, my Right, so this becomes A minus B minus B. No. Again sign change. Okay, if in case you got the same answer as me, then you must have also made a sign mistake somewhere. Just check once.
Yeah, the same one as yours. First part
Miss,
we will
I'm
copy.
getting a square plus 2b square plus ab divided by a plus b as x.
Okay. Did you substitute x or did you substitute y in the second equation? Which one did you?
Second, I first substituted y, then after I got y, I substituted x.
Okay, so you did the second part, right? Okay, I'll just do it. Just give me 1 second. A
Yeah,
minus B.
now I'm getting the same as yours now.
Okay, so if you might have done the second part, this is the thing, right? So you will get this, which basically then translates to I cancel BB, right? So I'm left with A plus bx is equal to a plus b, correct? This from here I got a square plus ab, right? That I've written it like this. So I'll get x as a plus b divided by a plus b, which is nothing but a. So x is a, and I substitute that in y, so which will give me y is equal to a minus b minus a, so y is equal to minus b, right? Okay, I solved using both the methods, so I've substituted. Let me zoom out a little. Yeah. So first one I substituted x in the second equation, and here I've substituted y. So whichever method you have used to solve, you can just cross check. You will get the same answer, right? If you are not getting the same answer, you have made a sign mistake somewhere, so just check it once more. Okay, shall we go back to the questions?
Okay.
Done, everybody? Did you copy this? Did you solve it? Anybody has any doubt, any question? I mean, if you are stuck somewhere or you want me to explain any part.
Ma'am,
Yes?
ma'am, will you be sending us homework, so like specific homework, or will you give the whole level?
Uh, Not whole. I'll give you specific. I'll give you less homework. Not all questions. Don't worry.
And then for next week's written test, will we have this chapter as well for Podar?
No. So it is based according to your school syllabus itself. So you won't be having this chapter. Not to worry.
Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
And regarding WebGear, so since I think Puneet just sent the schedule just sometime back before class, right? I mean the syllabus. So I don't think we have taken triangles chapter yet. Am I right? We are yet to cover that.
Yes, ma'am.
So then what I'll do is I'll change the schedule. So next week instead of exam for you, I'll keep triangle sessions. Once we finish triangles, then I'll keep the exam. I'll change it now itself. Okay.
কি আমারটার সাথে কানেক্ট করে ওয়াইফাই
Oh, somebody is
হ্যাঁ
unmuted.
হটস্পট তো বন্ধ
Okay, coming back. let's ठीक है. So second, third, and fourth questions. I mean, the remaining 4 questions you can try on your own. This question I will be giving as homework because it's interesting and little tedious, right? Okay. Let me do some word problems, 1 or 2. Okay. So 15th question is the same as 8th question. Same thing. You've been given 2 equations. Once you solve and get values of x and y, you plug it in this third equation, which is y is equal to mx plus 3. So you will get the value of m, right? So we did one question of that type. So I'm skipping, going ahead. Okay, 16th one, I will just give you a hint. Then you should be able to solve, right? So they have given half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 meter, more than its width is 36 meter. Find the dimensions of the garden, right? So just to give a recap, a rectangle has this side is the length, right? And this side is usually called the breadth, right? And perimeter is, okay, this is also known as the width since they have given you width here, right? And perimeter is basically the sum of all sides, right? Yes, Ryan, you wanted to say something? Okay, maybe my mistake. Okay, does anybody remember the formula for perimeter of a rectangle?
2L plus B.
2x
Yes.
Yeah,
plus
and
y
2L
is
plus
equal
B.
to
2L plus B.
Very good, very good. Okay, very good. I'm very happy to see y'all are up to date with all concepts. Yes. Right. So perimeter is basically twice length plus breadth. And how do you get that? Even if you don't remember this formula as such, you just need to remember perimeter is basically the sum of all sides, right? Sum of all sides means I'll do L plus B plus L plus B, right? Which will definitely come down to 2L plus B. So that's how you get it, right? Okay. Uh, Okay, you got disconnected, Mansi. Okay, I hope you took down this question we did, the substitution wala question, the a square plus b square one, right? After
Ma'am,
that,
could you show it to me once?
yes, yes. Okay, just a second. I need to clear this. Yeah, here it is. So I solved it using both the methods. In the first one, I substituted the value of x, and the second one, I've substituted the value of y. So both cases, you should get the same answer, right? Okay. Whichever you need to solve using only one of these.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, one helpful tip, like I'm not sure if you are you all are interested in computers, or do you know the shortcut keys and all. So anytime you are in a lecture, or you want to take down something but you don't have the time to write the complete thing down, you can use these keys. So you'll have this icon on your keyboard, right? There is a Windows icon. Press that and a key called print screen. PRT, sorry, it's PRT, right? This there is a key called print screen or PRTSC. Press these two together, it will take a screenshot of the current page you are on. So if you whatever screen you're able to see right now, it will take a screenshot and save it, right? So in case you're in a hurry anytime and some notes you've missed out, just press this and you can refer to it back later. Okay. Okay, yeah, so once I did that question, Mansi, I also said that I would be giving the other 3 questions as homework. Sorry, other 3 or 4, whatever, because they are little interesting type of questions. And then we discussed the 15th one, just in brief that it is similar to the eighth one, right? It's the exact same one as the eighth one, where you could use the same procedure to get the value of m. Then we came to the 16th one, which is where we were talking about the perimeter of a rectangle, right? So basically here all you need to know is that perimeter is equal to twice length plus breadth, right? And yeah, and basically everything else is given, so you can just plug in the values here and you would get the dimensions. Dimensions of the garden, basically you need to write it in terms of L into B. So you get the value of L and you write that, uh, draw this multiplication sign and write the value of B, right? It's in meters, so both will be in meters. This is how you represent dimensions. Okay. Yes, okay. Some of you have sent the answers. I'm not sure what the answer is. I have to check, right? I'm pretty sure it must be the correct one since if you've solved it properly, yeah. Okay, I'm really not sure what is the answer. I will uh, get back to you later on that. Okay. Okay, coming to the 17th one. Have you done some kind of questions like these before, or is this a new one? So here you have two equations which are, yes, 2x plus y is equal to 23 and 4x minus y is equal to 90. Right. Once you solve them, you will get the values of x and y, and you can just substitute it in these two equations and you will arrive at your answers. Right. Okay. Okay, simple question. I'm skipping it. I want to do one or two word problems. That's why I'm just skipping the simpler ones. Okay, rectangle we just discussed. Again, you can use the same formula for perimeter and solve this. Right.
Ma'am, instead of doing perimeter, you can just say 3x plus. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, ma'am, we can just equate 13 is equal to x plus 3y and the other side.
Yeah, ma'am.
Ah,
Opposite sides are equal.
yeah.
The two equations are also equal.
Yes, you can do that. Okay. Uh, okay, 19th one is straightforward. 20th one again is a square b square. I will give you this also as homework. This is basic, just algebraic solving. Like there are no numbers, so because it's pure algebra, it gets a little confusing with all the signs and identities. So not much application based, but yeah, solving based more. So again, I will give this question also as homework so that you have enough practice, right? Okay, substitution, elimination, easy. Okay, let's do this flag question, the 23rd one. Okay. While teaching about the Indian national flag, the teacher asked the students how many lines are there in the blue color wheel. Right? One student said that it is 8 times the number of colors in the flag, while the others say that the sum of the colors in the flag and the number of lines in the wheel of the flag is 27. Okay, convert the statements given by the two students into linear equations of two variables and find the number of lines in the wheel. I will give you 2 minutes. Try to solve, right? Take 2 minutes, try to solve it. At least if you are able to form the two linear equations, just tell me done, or write the equations in the chat box, either of it, so that I know how many of you were able to reach till there, right? Okay. We'll discuss it after 2 minutes. So just try till that time. If you don't get it, not an issue. We'll do it together. Okay, Puneet has sent an answer. Um, yeah, Puneet. It seems to be. Um, okay, yeah, correct.
Ma'am, even I got the equations.
Okay, you got it? Okay, good. So Puneet, Neki, Aditya, and Jasmine have got the equations. Yeah, they seem to be correct. Okay, what about the others? Trying? Mansi, can you check your first equation? I think there is something wrong there. Just check once. Elena, yeah, it seems to be correct. Yes. Yes, Aditya, final answer is also correct. Yes, Jasmine, correct answer. Sorry, am I pronouncing your name wrong? I mean, is it Jasmine or Jasmine? I'm so sorry. I mean,
It's Jasmine.
okay. Sorry, I'll pronounce it properly. Uh, your answer is correct, Neki, but your second equation is wrong. How did you get the correct answer then? Okay.
Ma'am, how is it wrong?
How did you get 21 is my question in your second equation.
No, 21, no, 27.
Then it's correct. Maybe a typo.
Maybe a typo. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let us discuss. So in case if you've not understood, we'll just discuss the question quickly. Right? So okay, I've got another answer. Yes, Ritvik, correct. Equations are correct, final answer also correct. Very good. Okay, so mostly when you are given such kind of word problems, right? Okay, Mansi. Acha, you gave me the correct equation now. Yes, it's correct now. Correct. Yes. Yes, Elena, correct. Okay, so when you encounter such long word equations or word problems with history or like huge para like this, no answer is not 2 months. Yeah, now it's correct. Yes, Mansi, correct answer. When you encounter a huge paragraph or a long story format like this, one advice would be just stick to whatever is given. So, like here, if it is just given that there are colors in the on the flag, things like that, right? So don't go back to your knowledge and then say that, oh no, there are 3 colors, so then accordingly the answer would be something like this. Don't do that, because in some cases the answer yes might come correct, or it might tally to your thought process, but most of the time these are all hypothetical scenarios, right? So just whatever is given, try to make use of only that to solve, right? Okay. So yeah, so it is 8. The teacher asks the student how many lines are there in the wheel, right? So definitely that is your first variable or one variable, right? So let number of lines in the blue color wheel bx. Okay, yeah. What would be the second variable would be, because the student is answering in terms of something else, right? 8 times something else. So definitely that would be your other variable. That's how you break down the question. Okay. So let number of colors in the flag be y, right? So using that, your first equation should be that the number of lines, which means x, is equal to 8 times the number of colors. So times would be into, right? More or less is plus minus, times is into, and usually for division they would write half or 1/4 or things like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, while others say that the sum of the number of colors. So now you have a clear idea which is which variable. So forming the equation should not be a difficult task, right? So the second equation would definitely be x plus y is equal to 27. Correct? Okay. So yeah, you have your two equations. You can solve them again using whichever method you're comfortable with, and which so I have taken the number of lines as x here. So in the end, you just need to find the value of x, right? Okay. So you can just substitute 8y in the second equation. Oh, sorry. You can substitute y as 8 x by 8 and solve, or whichever method you find convenient, and get the value of x. That would be your answer, right? Okay. So it comes to 24. In case you solved it, you can cross check. Okay, let's go ahead. This kind of question, I can give you just one hint here. The 24th one. So if you are coming across situations like this where it is something like, yeah, a by x minus b by y is equal to 0. One method is you can cross multiply and get rid of the denominator. So it would be ay minus bx is equal to 0, right? How is equal to 0 directly?
Ma'am,
I
how
put
can
this
you
here.
cross multiply? There is a minus sign in the between.
No, I made the denominator same, no?
LCM.
Yeah, so this would
So
translate to this.
denominator will be xy, right? Yeah.
And I took it this side.
Okay, got it.
Got it now, huh? Okay, yeah, so this is one method where you get rid of, or however you're comfortable with, keep the denominator or get rid of it because it's 0 or whatever. So finally you've got the terms up, right, instead of the denominator. That's basically what I wanted to say. Or another method you could use is you could substitute it. Take 1 by x as p, right? So then it becomes ap, and take 1 by y as say q. So this would translate basically to, let me write it down. Yeah, ap minus bq is equal to 0, right? So you solve the whole thing, and similarly you can substitute here also. So this would become ab square p plus a square bq is equal to a square plus b square, right? So when you solve these two equations simultaneously, you will get the value of p and q. But when you use the second method, you have to take care, or you must remember that in the end you have to uh, substitute p and q back to get 1 by x and 1 by y, right? And then take the reciprocal and arrive at your final answer. Okay. So yeah. So you could use either of these two methods to solve questions where you get x and y in the denominator. Okay. Okay. See, there are a few more. Like this question also, it is there in the denominator. The first one, 25th first part, 0.6 by 3x minus 2y minus 1, right? So you directly take it to the RHS and you can solve. Okay, so yeah, based on the level of difficulty you need to use. Like the fourth one, you might have to use that, right? Because they are all in the denominator, right? Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, actually your voice was lagging for me, so could you repeat what you just said?
Oh, yes, sure, sure. I was explaining this part where this question, the 24th one, I'll just write it again. Right? 24th one, you have uh, x and y in the denominator, right? So I said there are two ways to solve such kind of questions where the variables are in the denominator. One is either you cross multiply and then get it, take the LCM. By cross multiply, I just mean you take the LCM, right? So it becomes ay minus bx by xy is equal to 0. So you got it up, right? Then you can take the denominator to the RHS and get rid of it, right? That is one way to do. Or the second way would be you take 1 by x as some other variable, let's say p, and 1 by y as q, and then resubstitute. So the equation would come back to ap minus bq is equal to 0. And similarly for the second, this equation also, right? Only thing you need to note when you are solving it using the second method is at the end, when you get values of p and q, you need to resubstitute it and get back the values of 1 by x and 1 by y, and then take reciprocal, etc. Okay. So the second method might seem lengthy, but usually, like most of the time, this is the one only which will help you. So if you have to, like, if it is in the denominator, most of the time, the first part you might not really be able to achieve anything doing that. So substitution by another variable would be the way to go here. But the main catch is this, that at the end you might forget. Usually we are in a hurry, and while solving, it's just that you're happy to get some kind of answer, so you tend to forget that you need to resubstitute back, and actually you were supposed to find x and y. Just keep a note of this. Okay. uh, okay, I don't really see any difficult word problem question, right? In level 2, can you see any which? Okay, there are no more word problems, those 2 3 only which you're there. Yeah, so this
Ma'am, what would
again,
be for homework?
what would be for homework? Okay. Yeah, see, so the 32nd question, if you see, there is everything in the denominator and in root and all, right? So here you substitute 1 by root x as p and solve, right? So in the end, you will have a number and you need to work with a number. So then working with roots becomes easier, right? Okay. For homework, give me some time. I will tell you in the next 15 20 minutes after class, right? Let me just calculate some suitable number of questions, right? So currently you only have math homework, right? No other subject homework is there at the moment.
Biology is also there.
Biology, okay. You still haven't done it. Okay, fine. ठीक है. Okay, then give me some time. I'll give you some limited number of questions, not too many also, but only from level 2, and the ones we did not discuss, those ones I'll give as homework.
Ma'am, we have to submit that in the homework link or in the group.
Homework link, homework link. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am,
ma'am, could you explain how to solve the first part of the 25th question?
25th question. Yes, sure. Okay, so you have 0.6 by 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 1, right? So just take the denominator to the RHS. So you'll arrive at something like minus 3x minus 2y, right? So it becomes 0.6 is equal to 2y minus 3x. Okay, and they have given you your second equation as 3x minus 2y not equal to 0.
How
Okay.
can we use this not equal to 0?
So basically, this actually is given because you should get some values in terms of, yeah. Wait, just 1 second. I did not have to do this. I had to keep it like this only. And now if I write it as 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 0.6, right? So both the equations are, okay, I'm not sure how should I explain this to you, like, ideally, situations like these or conditions where something is not equal to 0 is given when you get two answers. So if you are getting something as 0, comma, let's say zero point 0.6 in this case. So the second equation is just a condition to tell you that it's not 0, which means zero point 0.6 is
Ma'am,
your answer. Yes.
can it be like if we 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 0.6, then we can say that minus 0.6 is not equal to 0, then we can substitute it there.
No.
Yeah, but how will we find x and y then?
Yeah, if you are writing something like this, it's not making sense, right? Because it is obviously not equal to 0. So what are you trying to equate or trying to do? This actually forms a special equations. There are equations called special equations where you have one equation and two variables and you can solve them. So this actually is a special equation where how do you solve these type of questions is usually you put random values of x and y which satisfy the equation by trial and error.
So we can just take any value for x and then put it, then we will get the value for y.
No, not like that. You are supposed to put x and y values in such a way that you get it equal to RHS. Like for example, if let me take a simpler number. So if suppose this was your equation, right? 3x minus 2y is equal to 1. If this was your equation, I will say x is 1 and y is 1. Only then it will satisfy this equation, right? Because it will become 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. That's how you solve
Yeah,
special equations.
so in this kind of equation, because it is a 0.6, so we can't directly, by seeing the equation, we can't directly get what is x and y. So we have to just put any value for x and y and then substitute the equation. So we will get the value y.
Okay, like that you are saying. Yeah, you can do that also. So, good thing you brought it out to my notice, Elena. You can skip this question. This is not at your level. This is solvable. This kind of equations are solvable. This is like a third condition or a third criteria so that when you get your answer, it should not be 0, right?
Ma'am, so in the fourth and the sixth and the seventh subpart of the same question, odd condition or is it not solvable?
No, all the others are solvable, na. All the others, there
Okay,
are
ma'am.
at least 2 equations, so you'll be able to solve. Here, the only problem was in the first one is there is only one equation. So, at this point, you are not yet introduced to the concept of special equations, right? To solve how to get the answer. So, skip that. The others may though there are 2 equations and plus one condition. So, that should be solvable.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, any other question like that? No. Okay. See, most places they will give you conditions like that, like here they have given, right? In this question, if you see, they've given x, y not equal to 0 is to show you that if x, y is 0, then this becomes divided by 0 kind of problem, which would equate to infinity, right? So mainly conditions are given for this purpose only, that it's a recurring fact that definitely will not get the answer as that. Even in the fifth one, if you see, x is not equal to 0, y is not equal to 0, right? Definitely it won't be equal to 0, otherwise you would not be able to solve it. Same, even here. So x not equal to 1, y not equal to 1 means the denominator is non-zero. So mostly that is why conditions are given, right? Even here the seventh subpart, if you see x plus y, if it is 0, it would become a divided by 0 kind of problem, right? So here, I guess even in this equation, they were trying to tell you the same thing, that since it is like the denominator is not 0, that's all they were trying to specify here, right? Because if 3x minus 2y is 0, it would become a infinity kind of problem, right? But the only catch is then it would translate to a special equation, then you cannot really solve it using just one. So that's why I asked you to skip it. So okay. Okay then, what I'll do is I'll give you a few questions from all types, maybe more of these kind of ones as homework, these ones, right? Okay, these kind of ones. And what I can say is, you've not been given homework on polynomials, right? Polynomials also not giving you homework. Okay. Uh, so what I'll do is for Malad students or especially for WebGear students, I will give you linear equations homework. And for Podar students, I will give you polynomials homework so that you can practice polynomials again, right? So you don't need to do this right now. I'll give it to you later. Okay, let's do that. And for WebGear students, I will change your schedule for the next week. So next week you will not be having any test at the moment. I will postpone it. Next week we will have triangles classes, right? Let's finish that first and then keep your tests. Okay. Vasudha, for Podar, will you give a whole level or few sums? Let me check. I don't really have idea how many sums are there. I won't give you too much. Let's say 30 questions max. Okay, both the branches. I won't give you more than 30 questions. So I'll just give you a mix from that. Okay, cool. Okay, and anytime you feel that the homework is becoming too much or anything, you are feeling burdened by anything, just let us know, right? Then we adjust the things accordingly. Okay. Okay. Anybody has any more questions? Yes, tell me.
Uh, the classes of triangles will be for whole Malad class or only for WebGear?
Uh, whole Malad. because I'm not sure about. Okay, Billabong, then have you done triangles in school?
No, ma'am.
Probability, polynomials, and real numbers.
Probability, polynomials, and real numbers. Okay. Okay, then let me just discuss it, whether who exactly will have classes, and I will inform on the group accordingly. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
ma'am, also for the science test, which is based on the school portion, like we haven't done electricity in school and our light chapter is not complete. Like we've just finished reflection. So what all will be coming for our exam?
Yes, so for Malad students, so Vibgyor and Billabong will not have exam next week, right? I will postpone it and I will inform the syllabus in advance. Okay, since your
Okay, ma'am.
exams are later, right? So, and even I don't have an idea of your syllabus, so I'll postpone it. Not to worry. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, Podar, you will have your exam next week, which is next Tuesday, or sorry, Wednesday and Thursday, right? Is as scheduled, and syllabus would be as per your school FA portion, right? Same pattern, same syllabus. Okay, any more questions, or should we end the session?
No questions.
Ma'am.
No questions? Cool. ठीक है then. चलो. I will give you homework. Give me some 15-20 minutes. I will tell you your homework. Right? Okay.
So by when do we have to submit this homework?
So ideally, the homework system is made in such a way that you should be doing it every day. So every day new homework might be assigned. Right? अभी तो exam है तो we are a little slow. So do it maximum by today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then. Bye bye. See you all.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye bye.